Welcome back to the Hades 32 Heat series, where we're clearing Hades at 32 heat with every weapon, every aspect, and a couple fun challenge runs. Today we're going to do another Exegriff build, and we're going to do a second Lucifer build. We already did a Hellfire Lucifer build, and that was a lot of fun. Now we're going to do one probably a little bit more well-known. We're going to do the famed Super Soaker build. This one's a lot of fun. With this, I don't really care what's outside. All I know is that we're being offered a boon that offers us attack. Rarity doesn't matter. I don't think it's got an increased rarity, but it's no hammers. So for this, we're going to start with the conch shell with Poseidon. For our Mirror of Night settings, I don't really think there's anything we want to change. No, we're going to keep it the same as our regular setup video. God's Legacy is definitely what we're going to want over God's Pride, because boon rarities aren't going to matter nearly as much here, but there is at least one duo boon that we want to take, and maybe even a legendary if we can get our hands on it, although that's not really required. As for our Pact of Punishment settings, there's a couple things we can do here. I'm going to turn Tight Deadline down a little bit. I'm not too worried about this being a slow build, but if we don't get the duo boon that we need fairly early, it could take quite a while. This could be a bit slower, but in exchange, we will turn damage control all the way up, because that will not be a problem at all. So, first thing we're going to want to do, we've got Poseidon here, we've got Lucifer. First thing we want is Tempest Strike. And the goal is to get Tempest Strike with Sea Storm, so that our knockback causes lightning bolts to strike. And then we want to get Razor Shoals and Static Discharge. That will apply Privileged Status. The status elements themselves will deal a lot of damage, and all in all, we'll just have a lot of effects triggering all at once. We actually don't need Chaos for this, so we're going to ignore them for this time. Chaos really can't help us very much. Bonus attack damage is really going to only increase the beam damage, but a lot of our damage is actually going to come from Sea Storm itself. Or from Razor Shoals, or from Static Discharge, and less so from the actual laser beam. Now, there's a couple hammers we can take, so we're definitely going to keep an eye out for those. The one that we probably want most is Eternal Chamber, although there's a lot of hammers you can take that make this build really powerful, and most of them are interchangeable. Flash Fire is really good, Piercing Fire is excellent. Triple Beam actually has some interesting applications that can be quite useful, especially in sticks. But I think the ones we're going to be wanting to go for are Eternal Chamber and Flash Fire, if we can get those two. We definitely don't need Dionysus, so we'll go for the Centaur Heart instead. Was it a Centaur Heart or Bonus Oboe? I don't actually know what the reward is here. Now, what we're dealing with here is actually probably the biggest flaw with this particular aspect and this particular build, is that the laser does not destroy projectiles, nor does it stun enemies. So we have to be fairly quick with our dodges and be a little bit careful in that sense. And if we can get something like Divine Dash, that would really help us, because that would mean that we can still dash while firing and not get hit by projectiles. But it is very easy to take a lot of damage with this build, simply because enemies are not actually disrupted by your attack, and you don't destroy projectiles. So it's a little bit tough in that sense. But once we really get the build going, it's going to be so powerful that we won't really need to worry about that too much. Oh, look at that. Eternal Chamber right off the bat. That's excellent. So now we no longer have to reload, but our attack will not ramp up. Okay, we have Artemis. I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll take more Poseidon. More Poseidon's always good. We're going to need at least Razor Shoals.
Let's go, lads.
And I would like to get Breaking Wave as well if we can. It won't really help us much against Hades, but it'll help us against all of these enemies significantly and make the run go a lot faster if we can get Breaking Wave. Wave Pounding could be good too, but again, that's really just going to increase the damage of our attack. It won't increase Razor Shoals, it won't increase the damage of Sea Storm or anything like that. But Razor Shoals is an absolute must. And until we get that, we are going to struggle a little bit, because we won't be doing a ton of damage, but we'll get there. As much as we can, we want to slam enemies into walls and barriers, because that's really going to help us increase the amount of damage we deal. Oh, sorry, one sec. Sorry about that, my phone was ringing. I had to make sure that it wasn't anything important, but we're good.
That's what you get.
Perfect, Razor Shoals. I would have preferred that at a higher rarity, but I'll take what we can get. Blue rarity's not bad. You know, it's more than enough, that's for sure.
Oh, good. Much better.
Aphrodite, no. We'll take the shop. What do we got? What do we got? Aphrodite, no. I'm going to save... Actually, no. We've got an Obel Chamber right there. We'll take the Palm, and we will palm up our Razor Shoals. Razor Shoals will actually deal a lot of damage with this build. And we really only have to touch enemies once now with our laser, and Razor Shoals will take them down the rest of the way, especially if it's these weaker enemies like these crystals. Makes for a very easy way to deal with them. Anything that's got very low health, even these little clones, Razor Shoals will take care of quite easily.
Should fetch me something.
We'll take the key, yeah. More Fated Authorities is always good. Okay, definitely need to prioritize the armored foes. There we go, good. Another palm, always good. Alright, get them all applied with ruptured. There we go, good. This is actually a really good start. The fact that we've got Tempest Strike, Razor Shoals, and Eternal Chamber all within Tartarus, that's excellent. I'm not expecting us to get Zeus. You know, it'd be great if we did, but we can always just force him in Asphodel. It's not a huge problem. We're going to keep palming up Razor Shoals until we get to 30 damage. After that, I don't think we'll need to worry about it. Okay, I cannot afford that and a boon, so I'm just going to leave that be. What do we got? Ooh, do we take the chance? Ah, we might as well. Ares, okay, not a huge deal. We'll take Blood Frenzy. We'll probably just end up purging that in the next chamber. I was hopeful that we would get Zeus, but that's fine. We only had the one god in our pool anyway, so it's not a huge problem.
It's you again, is it?
Alright, already a quarter of the way there. Okay. Gotta be careful with Meg here. Halfway, good. Yikes. Down to a quarter if I can. Ah! Jeepers. Come on. There we go. Got her down to a quarter health, and Sisyphus. There we go. That will deal with most of the rest. Oh, okay. Avoid the projectiles. Cannot deal with those right now. Oh! Okay, it's a good thing they called down Sisyphus, otherwise we might have lost to Death Defiance there.
She's going to be mad.
Okay, not bad. So now let's force Zeus with the Thunder Signet.
I'll just be
And if we're really lucky, we may be able to get
That's one less.
Sea Storm before we leave Asphodel.
Let's see here.
Depends on how early we get Zeus, depends on if we can get a chance at them in the mini-boss chamber, depends on if we get Eurydice. But if we do get Sea Storm before we leave Asphodel, then we're going to be in great shape, and then from there we can actually maybe even focus on... Ooh. Yeah, the Palms aren't going to be as useful as Hermes right now, and I'm not confident we can clear an Erebuscade without taking a hit right now, just with the way our build is currently set up. But Swift Strike could be very, very useful. Oh, I hate these things. They're rooted, so we can't knock them back. They don't take much damage from Razor Shoals as a result, and projectiles are the enemy of this build. Oh, this is rough. Oh, these things suck so much! And of course they've got the bonus damage on them too. No, they've got Shielding, that's what it is. I kind of have to prioritize the Hydra heads because they are going to be the biggest pain. And with the wave makers, we can just hit them with razor shells once, and then... Oh, I wish we had flash fire right now. That would make this a lot easier. No, 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 no! Okay, I have to... I only have 1 health left. Oh, probably the worst enemy we could have fought in Asphodel is those Hydra heads, especially with the additional bonuses on them. It wouldn't be so bad if they weren't armored, but that's rough. Okay, I was really hoping we would get Swift Strike, but we'll take Greatest Reflex instead. More mobility will help us for sure. Great, we got Zeus. And we got him before the mini-boss as well. If we can get Eurydice and then the mini-boss, we can force it to be either Poseidon or Zeus with our Fated Authorities. And then from there, we may have a decent chance at getting Sea Storm before leaving Asphodel. Now, we don't necessarily need Eurydice for that, but it would certainly help if we got it. Found it. Oh, jeez. Jeez, are you kidding me? Yeah, it's very much a glass cannony build. Projectiles are 100% the thing you need to watch out for the most with this build. Which is why I would really like to force Athena in Elysium if we can get that. Okay, we're going to take Thunder Flourish. I wanted to take Thunder Flourish over Electric Shot because Thunder Flourish causes lightning bolts, whereas Electric Shot causes Chain Lightning. And if we have something that causes lightning bolts, then we have a chance at getting Double Strike, which is going to be very helpful as well. If we took Electric Shot, we would have potentially gotten Storm Lightning instead, which is not going to help us at all with this build. So Thunder Flourish is definitely the way to go. Zeus's Aid or Thunder Dash works as well for that, but those are ones I'd rather save for Athena's Aid and Divine Dash if we can get those instead. Athena's Aid would help massively with this build, granting us invincibility for an extended duration while allowing us to still do the full damage output of this build. And of course Divine Dash is probably the best dash in the entire game. Okay, what do we got? Oh, hold on, let me just check. Okay, mini-boss, no shop. Yeah, I'll take a little bit more health. I'll even take the extra Chthonic Companion, might as well. And Zeus, perfect, okay. If we get offered Sea Storm, we'll take it right away. If not, oh, of course it's the Witch's Circle. Worst possible mini-boss for this. Because again, there's no... I'm going to be using Flourish for this more than the attack, because I need to keep my mobility. And with Thunder Flourish, we should be able to do enough damage to take them out. Yeah, if we get Sea Storm right away, that would be excellent. If not, we will go for either Static Discharge or Double Strike, whatever's offered. Static Discharge takes priority unless Double Strike is at a higher rarity. If Double Strike is like Epic Rarity and Static Discharge is a low rarity, then Double Strike will take priority. Oh, okay, well, it's the only option. And it is Epic Rarity, so that's very helpful. It's not super helpful right now, but once we get Sea Storm, high rarity Double Strike will make a pretty significant difference. Yeah, we are taking a lot more damage than I was hoping, but again, once we get Athena and once we get Sea Storm, it won't be quite so bad. We just had a bit of bad luck with the particular enemies we were facing. Hopefully we don't come across too many butterfly balls in Elysium. That would probably be the worst thing we can face in Elysium. Because the laser doesn't destroy the butterflies either. Oh, really? It was a double wave. Okay. These guys suck. You know what? I need the help. This is not going great. I'm just having some rough luck with the projectile flingers. You know, it's the thing you want the least of, and it's the thing we have ended up with the most of. crawlers or the guys that chase you down and try to punch you would be ideal, but no luck there. Okay, we'll take quick recovery. Having a little bit of restoration in a worst case scenario doesn't hurt. Oh, Eurydice. Excellent. That's great. I kind of wish we could have gotten her before the mini-boss, but that's okay. We'll hope for a good boon in the shop, which is right here. Yep, that's the end of Asphodel. What do we got? Oh, Athena. You know what? Okay, I'll take it. Athena's aid at epic rarity, that's great. But that's good. Now I don't have to force Athena in Elysium, and we can actually take something like the Palm Blossom instead.
I'm back, learning to kill you once again.
And as long as we have one of those nectars for a Poseidon and Zeus boon, that should hopefully be all we need for Sea Storm. We may need a little more, I don't know. We can't force either Zeus or Poseidon with their keepsakes, since we've used them both already. But we can force them with Fated Authority if we come across a different god. I may take one more Athena boon if it presents itself, just because I would really like Divine Dash. But I need to make sure that at least one of these nectars goes towards Poseidon and Zeus. Still no guarantee that it's going to give us Sea Storm, even with the nectar, but it does give us a significantly increased chance, so hope for the best there. Ah! Again, projectiles. Awful. Now, something that's important to keep in mind when you're doing this build is if you're trying to dash to avoid projectiles, like those waves that Lerny fires off, if you attempt to dash over those projectiles while you are firing Exegryph, you will not dash. Or you will not actually, you'll dash, but you won't evade the projectiles. For whatever reason, I don't know if it's because the attack pattern essentially gets interrupted or what it is, but if you apply, if you are firing Exegryph while attempting to dodge a projectile, you won't dodge it. So you have to make sure you interrupt your firing if you're trying to dodge a projectile like that. Hence why this build can be very glass cannony. For the most part, it's just understanding how the aspect works and how to actually avoid the projectiles and how to avoid damage with it. It can be a very safe build if you know what you're doing, but if you don't understand how the aspect works or how to avoid things with it, it's not as good. Ah, oh, shoot.
No.
Okay, a little bit rough. A little rough, but, you know what, I have an idea. I really hope it doesn't come down to this, but I'm going to take the Lucky Tooth. Because we don't really need any other particular keepsake for the next few chambers here. But in a worst case scenario, the Lucky Tooth actually has an interesting functionality in Elysium specifically. So the Lucky Tooth gives you an extra Death Defiance for that escape attempt. But it's not really a Death Defiance, it just restores 100 health, regardless of how much health you have. You could have more than that, but it won't restore 50%, it'll restore 100 flat. We're definitely going to take the Daedalus Hammer here. But there's an interesting thing about the Lucky Tooth that I kind of discovered through a bit of trial and error, is that if you lose all your Death Defiances, including the Lucky Tooth, in Elysium, and you get Patroclus, and you restore all your Death Defiances, you won't get 3 Death Defiances back, you'll get 4. And the 4th one is not the Lucky Tooth. It's an extra Death Defiance that you can carry with you into Styx. And you can actually remove the Lucky Tooth at that point and still have 4 Death Defiances. It's a very strict set of circumstances that requires that to happen. You have to have lost all your Death Defiances and the Lucky Tooth and get Patroclus. But if you get it, you get an extra Death Defiance for the rest of that run. Now, we don't want that to happen. We absolutely want to make sure that we don't lose it, but it could happen. Okay, this is interesting. We got Triple Beam, Flash Fire, and Piercing Fire. Piercing Fire is really, really good, especially in Elysium for the Great Shields, which are my least favorite enemy. But once we leave Elysium, Flash Fire may be more useful, because it removes the delay between when you start firing and when the, like, you don't have to charge up the beam. It just fires pretty much instantly, and it's got an increased range. I love Piercing Fire, but I think we gotta go with Flash Fire. Yeah, I think that's the way we gotta go. Let's take the Obol, since we don't yet have enough to afford anything from the shop. Ah. Let's push these guys away. Go, good.
Let's fire it up.
There's also an interesting thing you can do with Flash Fire, and we won't be able to do it on this run because we have Forced Overtime turned up. But there is a thing you can do against Asterius with a Flash Fire Tempest Strike setup, which is that you can hold Asterius completely at bay when he's doing his massive charged up spin attack. You will knock him back faster than he can gain on you, which makes it kind of interesting. It's basically when he does his charge attack, you just hold him in place and watch as he slowly dies. Okay, we should be good now. Yeah, now we'll take the Centaur Heart. Really hoping we come across Zeus or Poseidon soon, because we need Sea Storm. We also need Static Discharge, so we need quite a bit here. The only thing I hope we don't get is a Trial of the Gods. If we end up with the Trial of the Gods, that could be rough, because that would use up both our Nectars without a single chance of getting a duo, but I'm still tempted to take it if we come across it. That's the thing. Because there are still boons we could use from Poseidon. But no, honestly, if we come across a Trial of the Gods, we will probably ignore it, just because we really need to make sure we get Sea Storm. What? Really? Oh my gosh. Didn't think that long spear would be able to hit me from that distance. Oh, I can't afford it. Even if I could, I don't know if I'd use it. Okay, mini-boss.
No thanks.
Poseidon. I would rather Zeus. No, not Athena. Okay, we're stuck with Poseidon. That's a shame, we used too much there. Okay, let me take a look here. I'll take that, because I can use that and then get the Obol back, and that'll give us a little bit of healing. Plus, yes, if we're facing Asterius, the Sisyphus and Boldy will come in handy here. Because he can run into the Obol in darkness when he's doing that attack, assuming I'm not stupid about it. So yeah, we can't hold him at bay entirely with Forced Overtime up here. He's just a little bit too... There we go. Yeah, that's where that darkness comes in handy. He's a little bit too fast for us to hold him completely back with Forced Overtime up. Oh, no. That's not what I wanted to do. We can hold him back a little bit, but he does eventually gain on us. No! Oh! Okay, I don't know what just happened. I somehow took a screenshot, I guess, and it stalled the screen, and I didn't know... I didn't think I was going to survive that. Thank you, Athena. I don't know if that showed up on the video as well, but my screen kind of just froze for a second. Okay, got him to half. Oh, without Sea Storm, this is just too slow. And this is kind of why we kept tight deadline down a bit. Because without... What? Oh, his projectile thing. Yeah, without Sea Storm, this build can be very, very slow. So it's a good thing we turned tight deadline down. Oh, really? Oh, I thought I'd be just far enough away. Misjudged. There we go. Razor Shoals did its job. Yikes.
I got him. Phew.
Sea Storm. There we go. Okay, we got it.
What a team.
That's great. Now, perfect. We just need as much Zeus as we can get. Let's see if we can get static discharge here. And yeah, now we're going to be causing thunderbolts every time we hit. Those thunderbolts have a chance to strike twice because of double strike. And if we can get static discharge, then that with Razor Shoals will apply privileged status, dealing 40% bonus damage from all sources, including the lightning bolts of Sea Storm. And now we're also going to be charging up our God Gauge very, very quickly as well, because we're dealing so much damage, so many different hits, so rapidly. Butterfly Ball comes first. No, 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 don't you dare. Okay, fine. There we go, got it. Static discharge, don't even care about the rarity. Blue rarity's good. There we go. Now we got the build. That's all we needed. No Patroclus by the looks of things. Oh no, this isn't the... Oh, there is Patroclus. Look at that. Okay. Sweet. Well, now we'll get our Death Defiances back. It's a shame we lost them in the first place. That was just kind of a rough chain of events. A lot of enemies that fired a lot of projectiles. That was really unfortunate. But we made it up, so... Oh, man, this is where I kind of wish I'd taken Piercing Fire instead of Flash Fire, and of course I'm... Hasted Great Shields. Least favorite enemy in the game. Oh. Unreal. Somehow an enemy that wields a shield has more range than they should have, and can fire projectiles and block attacks, and when they're hasted like that, they become damn near impossible to evade. Got that stupid spin attack. It's like, how? You're wielding a shield. I could understand it if it was a spear or a sword, but... I hate them. I hate them so much. Okay, I am going to put a palm into Double Strike first. I want to put points into Static Discharge for sure. Ooh. I'm going to take the shop just in case Athena's being offered. Divine Dash would really help us. Nope. Okay, do we need... You know what? We'll take it. Breaking Wave, perfect. I don't really care about the rarity. It's more just because it will really help us in sticks, especially against... especially with Sea Storm. And zap, 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 zap. Hold my bay a bit. Get out of the way. Zap, 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 zap. And yeah, now that we're applying both Static Discharge and Razor... Oh, Razor Shoals. Jeez, already two of those Defiances that we got back. Come on. One of them I can blame on the Great Shield. The other one is just mysterious, kind of... Whoa, okay. Really? Continued charging even though he's impervious? That's not really fair. It's a very strong and fun build, but it's easy to take a lot of damage with this build. Whoa, no, 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 no! Are you serious? What? How? Oh, okay. Okay, what is going on? My screen just glitched. I don't know if that showed up on the video. I was on one side of the arena, and then I ended up on the other side, and... Okay, I don't know what's going on with my PC. I'm having some issues. Wow. Okay, we had 3 death defiances. We've already lost them. That's... ridiculous. We should be fine. I think we'll be fine still, but that's really rough. Come on. Oh, what? Oh, that was fast. Usually offers a little bit more charge up than that. Suppose I could have just used Athena's aid right off the bat. The fact that I didn't means that I kind of deserved that hit, but... Yikes, man! I don't normally struggle this hard with this build, but we have lost 6 death defiances. How is that even possible? Yikes. Okay, we actually don't need Thunder Flourish anymore, but not really any reason to purge it either. Yeah, we're just gonna stick with the Lucky Tooth because we need it now. Wow, that's really painful. I almost don't even want to upload this run because this is that bad. It would make a huge difference if we had Divine Dash earlier. If we'd been able to get Divine Dash in like Tartarus or even Asphodel, would have made a huge difference, and we would not be struggling nearly so much right now. But we didn't, and now we're in Styx, and we may get it, we may not. We'll find out. We will cruise through Styx insanely fast with the build that we have. With Sea Storm, Breaking Wave, everything. Breaking Wave especially is going to make Styx go very, very fast. Oh, jeez. Okay, please stop. There we go. We'll call in Athena. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Not Divine Dash and not even Deathless Stand or Last Stand. Unshakable Metal's not bad, don't get me wrong. It is not what I wanted. Do we need more? No, we're going to save our Obol in case we come across a Well of Charon. Maybe then we can get a... please give me Athena. Please give me Athena. There we go. If we come across a Well of Charon, we may be able to buy a Death Defiance. No guarantee, but it's possible. So I just want to save the Obol for that. There we go.
Can't do that.
Oh, you're kidding. We're just shy. 26 Obol short. I guess we should have purged Thunder Flourish after all. That would have given us just what we need.
Not yet.
Okay, well, we'll do it without.
The tiny vermin.
Oh, okay. I actually don't mind the Tiny Vermin with this build. Especially with Breaking Wave. It just becomes... Let's just, There we go. Already got Athena. And slam you into the wall. Where are you? There you are. Zap, 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 zap. Oh, what? Okay, fine. Done. Tiny Vermin's easy with this build.
In the name of Hades.
Okay. Divine Dash. There we go. Really needed that way, way sooner. but that's how it goes. Okay, let's check this. Nope, we'll take Zeus. Maybe we can get Splitting Bolt. That'd be nice. We'll increase our damage output by a fair amount. I'm really hoping we get the Satyr Sack soon, though, because we're starting to take a few too many hits even with the build that we have. And a lot of them are just kind of tough to avoid. Oh, especially when you can't destroy projectiles like those stupid Satyr poison bolts.
No way.
And you can't stop them from firing it either. That is, I think, the biggest challenge with this build, is that your attacks do not disrupt enemy attacks in any way. There's very few aspects that won't in some way or another disrupt an enemy attack. Lucifer is one such aspect, and it's incredibly frustrating because of that. It makes it very, very risky to play. Go.
In the name of Hades.
Hey, Splitting Bolt. Okay. Maybe that'll be the difference maker. We'll find out. Still gonna save our Obol. We'll actually go for the Centaur Heart here. We really gotta get that Satyr Sack soon, though. Cannot keep going through these chambers like this. Well, maybe we'll get... What? How did I get hit there? I was behind a wall. And now that I have enough Obol, it won't offer me the Death Defiance. Great. Great. Okay. Should be fine. We've got more than enough to take care of Hades. It's just a matter of we
Here we are.
got a lot of stuff offered way too late and not in the order that we needed it. We'll take this and we'll take this, see if we can get, there we go, Sunken Treasure, a little bit more healing, and we can go into the fight almost at full health. There we go.
Joyfully.
Okay, well, I mean, we have the build. We have Tempest Strike, we have Sea Storm, we have Static Discharge, we have Razor Shoals. That's the build, really. And the fact that we have Double Strike and Splitting Bolt as well, plus Athena's Aid and Divine Dash, means that we have more than what we need to deal with Hades. But we do need to play it safe. We need to play this a bit smart. The good thing is we have quite a bit of time. We've got 10 minutes. That should be plenty of time to deal with Hades. Plenty of time to deal with Hades. Oh jeez, how did he hit me from that distance? I can't even kill those things if I try. Can't do enough damage to them. I can with Splitting Bolts, but not... Okay, perfect. There we go. Okay, no Butterfly Balls. These things are rooted, though, so I can't zap them. Oh, really? Okay, let's wait for Hades. There we go.
I shall protect you.
Mostly just going to prioritize Hades. Oh, really? I'm all off today. There we go. Oh, jeez, I didn't even see the shadow on that one. Oh, not a Butterfly Ball. That is the worst. That is the worst. Because we cannot destroy those butterflies. Our Divine Dash can, and that's it. Oh, jeez, no, no, no. No! Oh, of course there's two. We gotta get our Athena's Aid up as fast as we can here, because these things are gonna rip us down if we don't. There we go. Phew. Come on, Hades. Don't be such a coward. Almost. Got him. There we go. Okay, just in time. Alright, we still have the Lucky Tooth. And we don't have to deal with the butterfly balls or the skull crushers anymore, so this will be much more manageable. Just need to make sure we time our dashes properly. Read his attacks appropriately, and we should be fine. Okay, didn't need to hit both of them, but... We're gonna save Athena's aid, because he's almost at half health here. And he may call in Cerberus soon as well. Besides which, we don't really need Athena's aid for this phase. This phase is usually fairly easy to deal with. Okay, wait for it. Now. Probably didn't need that to avoid Cerberus, but no better time to use it, honestly. Okay. Ah. It's a good thing we have a lot of time. If he keeps doing that attack, we're gonna need this time. Seriously, dude, come on. You can't hit me with that. Quit trying. Alright, now we're good. We made it through that entire second phase without even taking a hit. Phase 3. Okay. Go. Make use of this, deal as much damage as we can. Oh. Get back here. There he is. There we go. Got him. Okay, yep, couldn't avoid that one. We're fine. I may actually start using Athena's regular calls now instead of the greater calls, unless that I get them. Otherwise I may end up in a bit of a tougher situation. Okay. Okay. Three. Oh! Phew. Okay, that could have been bad. Oh, really? 2, 3. Ah! Ah! Phew! 3. Spear. There he is. 1, 2. Where is he? Got him. Man, I'm getting way too many of these runs being too close to the wire.
You speak none of this to anyone.
They shouldn't be this challenging. Usually I can do these runs a lot cleaner than this, but I mean, we got it. We got the build and more. It's just we got it way too late. It didn't get Sea Storm until the middle of Elysium and didn't get Divine Dash until Styx. That's rough. But we got the run. That's good enough. Not doing this again. Okay, what is the build? Eternal Chamber, Flashfire, those are great, but honestly, they are somewhat interchangeable. You can kind of use whatever hammers you want on your attack. The only one I wouldn't recommend is Concentrated Beam, because then you can't get Eternal Chamber. But Eternal Chamber is, I would say, the preferable one. But you know what? If you have to reload every 20 clips, it's not that big a deal. So I would say that those are actually not necessary. Tempest Strike is, Sea Storm is, and then I would say Razor Shoals and Static Discharge. That is your build. Because with that, if you get Privileged Status as well, you're going to deal the bonus 40% damage. You'll get increased damage on your Razor Shoals, Static Discharge, and the lightning damage from Sea Storm. And yeah, I mean, this is the build right here. Breaking Wave helps a lot in sticks, as you saw against the Tiny Vermin. Flashfire and Eternal Chamber work great. Piercing Fire and Triple Beam work too. Swift Strike, if you can get it. We didn't this time around, is nice. Splitting Bolt, if you can get it, is great, but, you know, not required by any means. Divine Dash, I would 100% recommend you get. Athena's Aid, if you can. They're not... I would say Divine Dash is required. Only because this aspect doesn't destroy any projectiles at all, and it doesn't disrupt enemies, and Divine Dash is your savior in that situation. Without Divine Dash, you're going to have a tough time with this build, 100%. Yeah, it's... But as far as what's your damage dealer, Divine Dash is really just to keep you alive. Your damage dealer is this here. Tempest Strike, Sea Storm, Razor Soul, Static Discharge, with Privileged Status on your Mirror of Night. So, screenshot that. Alright, well, we made it. So, that'll do it for this run, and I will catch you next time.